Rating every Power 5 college football schedule, including Notre Dame, BYU, and Army. That's 67 teams, 67 schedules. You got to join us for the first video because we explain our 9-step process. So we get now to the worst schedule in the ACC. It's 60th in the country. So the 14th schedule in the ACC, worst in the conference, number 60 out of 67 Power 5 clubs. It belongs to Wake Forest. So why is Wake Forest schedule the worst in the ACC? All right, pretty simple here. First of all, they play two what you could consider Power 5 conference teams in Army, who's added on as an independent, and also against Indiana. So one of the worst teams in the Big Ten, Wake Forest, playing the Hoosiers on the road and playing Army. They get a pretty light touch out of division. So understand in the ACC that you got 14 teams. You play everyone in your division. You only play 2 of the 7 teams in the other division. So you miss 5 of 14 or 13 other teams in the conference. So it's very crucial who you play in the other division. So Wake, instead of playing, let's say, Miami and North Carolina in the other division, gets a pretty light touch in Duke and Virginia. Duke, mid-pack team, most likely in the other division, the Coastal Division, and taking on Virginia, who's been the worst team in that division the last few years. So for Wake Forest, of course, the reason they've got a more difficult schedule than many in the Big 12 is because they've got Clemson, Florida State, and Louisville in its own division. So these schedules aren't that easy, even at number 60 in the country, because Wake's got those 3 teams, 2 of the best teams in the country, in Clemson and Florida State, and also Louisville, a very capable fringe top 25 club coming up this season. Most difficult stretch for Wake Forest, there's really not one. Most of the difficult games are spread out, except for a back-to-back situation in November, going to Louisville and then coming home to take on Clemson, the best stretch of Wake Forest football in regards to opponents for the fans to watch. It's the 60th rated schedule in the country, the worst in the ACC. It belongs to Wake Forest. Would love to hear what you have to say about our scheduling analysis right here on Mark Rogers TV.